Yes, yes, yes. We're going to go live now for a bit. Okay, tune in. How are we doing, guys and girls? How are we doing? I'm just going to go live for a little bit, okay? I wanted to get out the tactics board because obviously on Don's show you can't really do stuff like that. So we can actually look at the positions and some of the players where they be. I also wanted to do a little bit more stuff on the Wirtz deal and bring up some more information that I found. Also talk a little bit more about Alvarez, and also talk a little bit more about the players out because David Ornstein has pretty much laid out our transfer plans and who's coming and who's going recently. Just look at the tea leaves. Like, he's the one that gets all the information, and he looks like he's the one who's got his finger on the pulse more than anybody else. It's brilliant. Like, oh, big up, Jack. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, it was good jumping on with you, mate, and having a good chat. Also, massive thanks to Don. Guy works so hard. Like, big up, Don. Thanks for getting me on your channel again, mate, and thanks for the divert, buddy. Okay, so let's have a dive into some of the information which has come out just recently. So let's have a quick look at this. So this is what I was talking to Don about before. So this has come out recently. So I think the really interesting part about this is the fact that Arne Slot, he was a crucial factor in the personal meeting with the Dutchman, was extremely convinced and outlined a very clear sporting plan for Wirtz. Hang on a minute. How could Arne Slot be involved in a meeting when he was in Ibiza and Wirtz's mum and dad came over to Liverpool last week? Because Wirtz didn't come over to Liverpool last week, did he? It was Wirtz's mum and dad and his agent. So when did Arne Slot meet Wirtz? Ask yourself that question. So everybody thinks that this thing happened last week. No. I think maybe this one's been bubbling over a little bit longer. Or maybe Arne Slot had a conversation with him when Bayer Leverkusen were over at Liverpool. I don't know. Maybe it was Skype. Maybe you're right. Maybe it was Skype. I don't know, but I just think it's interesting that Arne Slot was involved in this one. On the other hand, Bayern had also shown Wirtz a sporting plan for the future, but they weren't entirely convinced. As from Wirtz's point of view, a few questions still remained unanswered. The biggest question that was remained unanswered was, what the hell is going to happen to Sane? Because Sane was playing in the direct position that they said that Wirtz was going to play, which is on the opposite wing and not his natural wing that he plays on. Because I'll bring up Wirtz's heat map as well in a minute, and we can see where Wirtz is probably going to play. So I thought that was really interesting. In terms of salary, the two offers were very similar. So we didn't smash them out of the water. And Wirtz isn't about the money. He's just not about the money. Unbelievable stuff. All done and dusted. Like I said, it was anyway. But yeah, all done and dusted. So I shared this one anyway on a couple of channels, but this was a big one that dropped earlier on. So this was 150 million euros, which is around 130 million. That's not true. It's near enough 100 million. And also, it's probably not going to be the full 100 million. It's going to be, I'm telling you, it's 84.6 million up front, and the rest is add-ons. It is, it just is, because that was the highest money that Bayern Munich were going to pay. That was the money that they went in for. So we just matched it, and we've obviously done add-ons. So all of this stuff, big up, Eric. All of this stuff about he's asking for ridiculous money and bonuses and crazy demands. It's all from the buying side to make him look like he's a money grabber and he's this and he's that, which is why they sent out their old legends to make him look like he's a bad guy, because that's how buying work. Buying work like that. They're just like Real Madrid. They're just like Real Madrid. They'll send out their shills and they'll send out the media to make him look bad. I'm not too sure about Stella now because he's just done his knees. I think he just had a really bad injury, Mark. So I'm not really sure about Stella. But it is interesting that we are linked with Stiller, Wharton, and Larson, who are all fantastic central midfielders who can play intricate passing, don't give the ball away that often. It is interesting that they are kind of dictators of play, which is a bit more than what Gravenberch does. 84 to 100 million, great deal. It is. 100% is. What else have we got? So I got this one, which came out before. This is Sasha as well, who's obviously talked. This was a lot earlier on today. There's other bits here. That was Christian Falk. So that was Christian Falk. So this was when Bayern dropped out. Basically realised they're not getting a man. So Bayern have actually gone for Matoma, which is really interesting because we were linked with Matoma on and off, which I think is interesting. Like, what's the question? Frimpong, Kerkez, Wirtz, and experienced proven strikers. Are we good? I genuinely believe that I still think that there's going to be a number 9, and I also think we're going to get a centre back, but I just don't know with the centre back. We were going for Huijsen, like we were all in for Huijsen. That just didn't materialise, because Real Madrid stepped in, but Real Madrid weren't going to step in. Like that was not something that was going to happen. None of us envisaged that. Yeah, so this is from Fabrizio. I think you probably already know this. Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Guehi. Van Hecker, it's another interesting one. He's a young player. He's really good. I think there's a couple of other players that maybe are ahead of him. One of them is Nkapie, who actually plays for Bayer Leverkusen. Don't be surprised if his name pops up again. So this is the Fabrizio Romano one, deal done soon, which is brilliant news. Exactly what we want to hear. What else have I got for you? I want to bring this up because I think it's funny. Where is it? So Thomas Tuchel criticises Trent. Got to bring this up. It's funny. I've seen this before. It made me laugh. So this one made me laugh. So this is Thomas Tuchel warns Trent Alexander-Arnold that one defensive lapse could ruin England's World Cup after Liverpool boss Arne Slot called him out for not doing enough in training. It's so funny. That was hilarious. What's the bomber? What's the bomber that you're saying? Can you put the link in the chat? What's the bomber? Put the link in the chat. Do you see us doing something mad and trying? No, I don't see us signing these up, mate. I don't see us signing these up. I just don't. I think Newcastle want too much money for Isak. They want 150 million. Like it's been widely talked about that it's going to take 150 million to sign Isak, and I don't think we're going to sign Isak for 150 million when we could potentially get Alvarez for 126 million, because I think he's got a release clause. So, and also if they're interested in Nunes, then there's a potential 100 million in Nunes, or like I talked about, I think we can probably get him for about 60, 70 million and Nunes. Like, I genuinely believe that Alvarez is achievable, and we are going to work really hard on that. And that's the reason why we went and got this £200 million loan, so we could go and get a couple of players, and that was the likes of Wirtz and Alvarez. However, I will mention this that's happened recently. I will mention this. So this one this was 14 hours ago from a publication in Nigeria. You know what I'm going to talk about? I mean, okay, I said, I put my name down and I said that we're going to get Wirtz, yeah. And I also said that I'm so convinced that we're going to get Osimhen. I still think Osimhen is one that's going to happen. I still believe it. And he's rejected a move to Juventus. Victor Osimhen has reportedly turned down Juventus, the club leading the race for his signature in the summer, after Premier League clubs pulled out due to wage demands. How much is it? Signing Osimhen would have been tough given Napoli's stance on selling to rivals. However, Juventus were said to be determined and willing to pay above the release clause if necessary. Although Juventus were not named explicitly, an alleged Napoli official confirmed Turkish newspaper that the biggest offer they had is from an Italian club. According to Turkish football, Osimhen turned down Juventus' approach. Osimhen has closed doors to Juventus. Galatasaray wants to buy. If Galatasaray wants to buy Osimhen, they will have to pay Napoli €75 million. Osimhen has only got 1 year left on his contract after this year. Yeah, so that's the latest stuff on Osimhen. So it's 64 million is release clause, by the way. And then he's obviously linked with loads of other teams. Like, he's linked with Chelsea, he's linked with Arsenal, and he's obviously, I keep on saying that he's definitely a player that Liverpool want. Like, he's definitely a player that Liverpool want. I'm sharing that screen, sorry. So that's more about Osimhen. And look, at the end of the day, like, if he's on the list, then we just work our way down the list. Like, if we don't get Alvarez, then we try for Osimhen. Like, simple as that. Like, if we don't get Osimhen, then we try for another player further down the list, who could be Mbeumo. Like, Mbeumo's been talked about; he's on the list. Or maybe I just don't think we're going to get Isak. Like, Isak is just Victor Gyökeres. His uncle has said that he's staying at Sporting. So I don't know how true that is, but apparently his uncle said that he's staying at Sporting. He was obviously linked with Arsenal, but it looks like Arsenal are getting Zesco. So I just don't know. Like, I genuinely think it's Alvarez or Osimhen. I just do. I just don't see anybody else that we're genuinely going for. Like, we almost got Osimhen on loan. Like, we agreed the contract, the wages. It's just the Napoli owner wouldn't release him, so he ended up going back to Galatasaray. And I get that whole piece about, yeah, Wirtz can play in the 9, but do we really want to be putting square pegs in round holes again? Like we've been doing that this season with Dominic Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones. Like, I love Szoboszlai and I love Curtis Jones, but they genuinely aren't number 10s. Like, they just aren't number 10s. So let me just show you Wirtz's heat map before I go, okay? Because I'm only staying on for half an hour. Okay, so this is Wirtz's heat map. So this is where we play. I'm not sharing my screen, sorry. 2 seconds, let me just share my screen. So this is Wirtz's heat map. Okay, so this is Wirtz, and let me just move my head out of the way. There's over 300 of you in here. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe, please do. If you're a new subscriber, let me know, let the chat know, and they'll welcome you. So Wirtz's heat map. So Wirtz's strengths are anchor play, playmaking, and high pressing. Yeah. Like, look at that. Look at the value. 134 million euros. Crazy. This guy's literally just turned 22. Mental. So look at his season heat map. He plays on the left-hand side, just like I said. He plays on the left-hand side. Like, he could come in and replace Cody and Diaz. He could. And I get that Cody and Diaz score goals, and they've scored goals. I get it. But you free up the space by getting rid of one of those, make a load of money off one of them, whether you sell Diaz, whether you sell Cody, and then you buy your number 9. And you spend your 100 million on Alvarez, because the only thing that's stopping us from getting Alvarez is money. You need to put the money up. If you pay, then you get him. It's as simple as that. And if you really think that Ekitike is going to be that guy, then you have to pay for him. Or Harry Kane. Like, I know we're interested in Harry Kane. So we could really ruin Bayern Munich by getting their guy that they wanted in Wirtz and then taking their star striker out of their team in Harry Kane. But that's where Wirtz plays. He plays on the left-hand side. Like, I know his heat map's a bit on the right, but it's majority on the left. And it's deeper. But look at those numbers. Like, numbers are insane. Like, just insane numbers. Like, I'd never brought up Wirtz's numbers on here yet. But look how many minutes he's played. 3,300 minutes. Pretty much same as Gravenberch. 3,400 minutes. That's pretty much what Mo and Virgil do. 18 goals, 19 assists. 16 goals, 14 assists. I mean, even when he was 18 years old, he got 10 goals and 14 assists. When he was 18. The guy is just generational. Like, I can't stress how big a deal this is, how big a player this is. Like, this is the stuff that maybe Edwards wanted to do years ago, but Klopp just blocked him. Because it looks really obvious now that Klopp was the blocker. Like, it just looks that obvious now, doesn't it? That Klopp was the reason why we didn't get new players, because he wanted to keep the other players. It's so obvious now. Like, let's be fair. Actually, I need to change that banner because I hit 1,000. And also big up everyone that subscribed. And it could be Osimhen, it could be Mbeumo. Like, they're both available. And they're both available for around the same price. You can get either of them for about 60 million, 65 million. You could easily get one of them for each. Yeah, it does look like that. It really does look like he was blocking the transfers. He was blocking the transfers because he wouldn't let us sell the players. Like, he wouldn't let us sell Mane. Like, he wouldn't let us sell players like Henderson. Like, he wouldn't let that happen. Like, we wanted to get rid of those players. Edwards wanted to get rid of those players. It's mental, isn't it? 112 goal creations in 197 games. It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Special. Like, we're moving like madmen, honestly. I also want to bring up Frimpong as well, by the way, because people keep on just assuming that Frimpong's coming in as a right back. Like, I need you to see that he's not a right back. Look at his position. Look at his heat map. That looks like right back stuff to you, doesn't it? Like, I have no doubt that he could be the right winger and Mo Salah moves into the centre. Like, I've got no doubt that might happen. Like, and I'd be absolutely fine with it. And look at his numbers. Like, 14 goals and 10 assists. 9 goals, 10 assists. 5 goals, 9 assists. And it was their worst season. 9 goals, 5 assists, by the way. Like, his numbers are mental. His numbers are also mental. We're taking 2 of their absolute stars out of their team. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. What I did want to do is I wanted to show you De Bruyne's numbers compared to Wirtz, just as a side note. So let's look at De Bruyne's. To look at De Bruyne's numbers compared to Wirtz, just as a side note. Yeah. And look at where De Bruyne plays. Yeah. Look at those numbers. 12, 21, 6, 10, 6, 22. Remember, he's 33. So if you're looking at Wirtz's age, so De Bruyne is 33, so that's 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. Yeah, we're still going. 23. Okay, so he started. The stats only go up to 23. Okay, so 9 goals, 10 goals and 9 assists when De Bruyne was 23. Wirtz is already doing better numbers, and he's 22. Crazy. Like, he could be the Kevin De Bruyne, the next Kevin De Bruyne in numbers and assists. He really could. And remember, Kevin De Bruyne has hit incredible numbers after the age of 23 in the Premier League. Well, Wirtz can do the same. Wirtz can go and get those numbers himself because he's a year younger than him when he joined to the Premier League. It's wild. Absolutely wild. That's how good he is. Do you want to share any more? Yeah, I wanted to show you the tactics board. Okay, so got the tactics board out again. So we talked about positions. So we talked about just moving the attack around. Yeah. So let's just take all of these out of this position here. Yeah. So let's just say that we are going to play Frimpong as a right back. Yeah. So then we've got options on the bench. Yeah. So say we don't get Alvarez. Okay. Say we don't get Alvarez. Yeah. So we play Cody. Yeah. Wirtz is already in there. Then you got Dom. And then you got Salah. And this is the problem which we talked about. There was no options off the bench. Like, there were 0 options off the bench to come in. Like, there really aren't. Like, I don't see any options off the bench. Okay, maybe we keep Chiesa. Yeah, so maybe we keep Chiesa. And then we're talking about maybe keeping Diaz. Okay. All right, so if we do keep Diaz, then what do? We swap Wirtz around with... So we swap them around like this. So is that an option? Swapping them around in that position? Or do we remove Gapco completely, play Diaz out there, put Wirtz as the false nine? Because this is what others are saying. This is what Jerry said. And then play Dom. Like, is that going to get you? Is that going to get you the goals? Like, Dom hasn't performed well as a 10 like all season, really. And then you're looking at the players that can come off the bench in Cody, who can obviously swap with Diaz. And then you've got Chiesa, who could obviously swap with Salah, potentially. And then you've got Jones, who could swap with Dom. We haven't really got anyone who can swap with Wirtz, unless you swap Diaz with Wirtz. And we need a number 9. Oh, we've got Jota. Yeah. So we have Jota. So you have got your Wirtz replacement if you need it in Jota. So that would be the backups in those positions. And then obviously, if you wanted backups in these positions, you've got these players. So you've got these players. So is that good enough? Or do we need a number 9? I still think we're number 9. I still think we need a number 9. I mean, a lot of people saying we need number 6. Oh, you've got Stefan Bajcetic, by the way. I didn't put him in there, sorry. So I didn't put Stefan. I didn't put Stefan in there. Because Stefan could essentially be backup. He could be a backup 8. Still thinking we need a number 9. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here because it's late. All right, but you have a great evening, and thanks for tuning in. And if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. But honestly, we've got an incredible player on our hands, so we should all be very, very pleased, and lots of flowers for Edwards, Hughes, and Slot. We've done it. Next up is Kirkez. That's going to be announced soon. Just in negotiations with the price for him, because they want 45, we want 38, so we'll probably meet in the middle. And we're also looking at maybe spreading the payments, and we're also looking at maybe sending a player their way. There's also links with Doak to Everton. Maybe Brathwaite could be one that we get out the door. I don't know, though. Who knows? But hope you're all well, and I'll catch you later. And big up everyone, and up the Reds. And see you later. Bye-bye.